Hey guys, it's iTipster here. It's John, and today I have the IU Leather Edge case by Proporta review for you guys today. So let's just get right into this here. As you can see, IU Leather Edge case for the Apple 2G iPod Touch. So let me just talk about this case really quickly. Packaging. To me, this is probably the nicest packaging that I've seen come for a case lately. I mean, the graphic design, or whatever you want to call it, is so amazingly professional. The way they've designed it so that it looks like it's like aluminum, like the back and the front and back, how there's like the texture of lines going down, so it looks like it's actual aluminum on the case, is super nice. It looks super slick, and the way that the magnetic opening and closing feature on this case gives just the case itself, makes it look a lot more professional, a lot more worthy of purchase, and I am extremely impressed with the case. Alright, and I also really like how this kind of adds their own, whoops, you couldn't even see that. It adds like their own little personal touch on every single case, just having this little thing there. So instead of it just being like a plastic case, or just like a normal, just regular case like this in-case case right here, it actually makes like every single one of them was taken by hand and made manually. So here we go, let's get into the case now. As you can see, there's a little, the way to open it is just the magnets right here. You open it like that, and as you see on the inside, there's the case itself, and then there's the whole little design of the armadillos. Super nice, really like that. Sorry about that, guys, my phone is ringing. Okay, so as you can see, the armadillos, and that's the case. I'll set that aside right here, like that. Here is the case, guys. Okay, now, I'm just going to talk about the case right now before putting it on. So I'll just get into the features of this case. It is a genuine leather case with this white stitching that goes all the way around the front and all the way around the back and across this strap. Let me get this open. Sorry about that, guys, my phone just rang. But as you can see, the stitching, how can I show that to you guys? Like that, I guess. As you can see, the stitching goes all the way across the edges of this side of the case, across the little strap right here, and goes all the way to the back. The really cool thing about this case that I like is that it is aluminum lined, there's aluminum inside here and also in the inside right here, so it's like aluminum plated, I should say, and then leather is nicely laid around it. On the inside, this is a nice velvety texture right here. Actually, this is probably velvet on the inside, so no harm will be done up to the back of your iPod. And on the inside, there is leather that kind of hugs the inside of all the way around, so that when you slip your iPod in here, it will not be scratched whatsoever. So as you can see, that is the inside of the case. You have the aluminum with the Proporta sign, or the Proporta spelled out right here, and the stitching goes to the inside also. That lines just the inside of this top flap right here, right there, and the inside right here. So just overall, just looking at the case, extremely nice, extremely professional, and I'm really happy with it. So let's get this iPod in here right now. I'm just going to take a quick polish to it so that if nothing will be scratched when I put the case in, or the iPod into the case. So now it's ready to be put in. So all you have to do is you take the bottom part of the iPod. As you can see, there are little lips right here, and you just put on the inside of the lip like so, and then you just push. And it takes a little bit of pressure, I should say, to get it in. And now it is fully in. You don't want to push it anymore. Once it stops being pushed, you don't want to push it anymore, because as you can see right here, it does kind of go in like that, and you don't want to break it or anything. So now that it is in the iPod, it gives a beautiful frame to the iPod and makes it look extremely professional. And when you close it, like so, this kind of, you just push that into the insides of the lips, and it won't come undone like that. So it's not going to come off. So just looking at this case, it's beautiful. It hugs the iPod perfectly. On the back, you can see that there is a little bit of space for your Wi-Fi, I should say, like remotes, whatever you want to call it. On the sides, the volume rockers is fully exposed, and on the top, the sleep-wake switch is fully exposed. When you open this up, this kind of just flaps down, and it, just like I said before, it leaves a really nice frame to your iPod. The chrome bezel shows right here, but it does not show right here, obviously, because there's this lip. You have full access to everything. You have, well, you can see me talking right there. You have full access to your home button, to the gaming, whatever you want to do. And also, let me get a little, what's it called? The adapter, not the adapter, the plugs to plug into your computer, so I can show you that it works perfectly. Give me a second, right here. Alrighty, so, as you can see, I have my little port right here, and if I flip it to the bottom, it is fully exposed so that you can, in fact, dock or whatever you need to do, plug it straight into the bottom of your iPod, and it won't affect plugging it in whatsoever. I'm guessing that you cannot dock using this just because, as you can see at the bottom here, there is a little bit of space between the bottom of the iPod and the actual bottom of the case. That is because if you drop it, it will not the bottom of the iPod will not actually touch the ground, because you do have this aluminum with leather wrapped around it right around the bottom. Overall, I give this case probably a 10 out of 10 because I'm extremely happy with it. It looks super professional, so when you close it and you look at it, I mean, you look at it and it looks so nice. Really, really like it. As you can see, there it is. As you may know, because I was talking about the velvet on the inside, it will not. God, can't talk today. It won't scratch it because there is that velvet on the interior of the case. The other thing I really do like about it is that the back has an aluminum plate into the back, so that if it does hit the ground, you have a nice thick, strong, durable padding to the back of your iPod, so it will not break. Same goes with the front. So yeah, pretty much that's it. You have the belt clip, not the belt clip, the little clip right here so that you can attach, you know, a lanyard or whatever you want to the top right here. So yeah, this is the case, guys. This is the ALU leather edge case for the Apple 2G iPod Touch. Definitely go check this case out. It is really worth the purchase. I love this case a lot. I'm definitely going to be rocking this case for a while. It looks so nice. I'm really impressed with it. I'm loving that white stitching that goes all the way around the outside and inside of that case. I'm loving that all your ports are accessible, your volume rockers, sleep wake button, home button, and the bottom you can dock and use your headset without having to force anything in. I'm loving how protective it is with the back, that it is plated, aluminum plated, so that if it is on the ground, if it does hit the ground, it will not break. Same goes with the front. Also with the bottom, like I said again, there is space between the actual iPod and the case, so that if it does hit the ground, it will not, the iPod actual bottom will not actually hit the ground, because there is a little protective, like not even half an inch, quarter of an inch right here. So yeah, beautiful case, guys. Thank you, Proporta, so much for sending this out to me. I will have the link in the sidebar that way. That will have their site. Click on it, it will direct you straight to their site. Definitely go check these guys out. Once again, thank you for Proporta for sending this out to me, and I want you guys to have a great day.